All right, here comes the only trading strategy you are going to need when it comes to trading halts. We're going to talk specifically about volatility halts, but you can apply this same idea to news-based halts. Guys, here's what's coming up in this video. Trading with support and resistance. When a stock gets extremely volatile, we're going to tell you how to find those key support and resistance areas. Also, how do you time your entries coming in and out of a halted stock? And we got to talk about risk as well. So we'll figure out where we're wrong, guys. Let's kick things off here talking about halt trading.
Right. This is something that you have to really have in your bag. You have to understand what you're going to do, have your trading plan. And I think trading halts is very, very dangerous, but yet very, very profitable. So we're going to say that at the beginning before you start to think that, hey, you've unlocked the magical key or anything like that. It is very, very difficult. Stocks will halt and continue to run like crazy. We saw that with AMC and GME. So just be very, very careful. For me, it goes right back to that very, very first point that you mentioned there, Brendan, is support and resistance. And I mean, if we're going to look at FCUV, let's talk about something that's in play right now. And if you look here, this is just its second day off the IPO. Look at all of these halts. It halts early at 950, halt. Every single one of these spaces is a halt. You're going to drive yourself crazy trying to develop a strategy and trying to look at a stock like this when it's halting back and forth all over around. I would say the only thing you could really do here is wait for the first halt, find some support, and then go crazy down, try to go long and hold this for as high as you can and just, manage the risk that way. The important one that I want to talk about today is look what happened yesterday. Even though all these halts occurred, we didn't get anything really in the afternoon, one small halt there, but what we were able to identify is this resistance up here at $24, $25. So to me, after all of these halts, even another halt here, we never got higher than this $24.50. So that's something that we're going to look at. We open up today, this morning, much higher, right? $26 comes back in. But here's that first halt that happens, and this is the strategy. When it reopens back up, look where we stop again. $24.50, $25. Forget about all these wicks. The real trading is right in here, coinciding with yesterday's levels. So to me, this is the best strategy you do. You wait for the halt, you let it go up to past support and or resistance. In this case, it would be resistance, and that's the short that you put on. So you're playing the halt, but you're playing the reopen of the halt. Watch it come fall back down. We do the same thing again. If this were to halt again, we'd wait for it to get to 24, 25, and then make our decision. So for me, you look at past support and resistance, especially if it's just a day ago. You look at that and you say, you know what? I believe it's going to fail there again, and that happened right there.
Yeah, and for me, I'm using the same idea, the idea of support resistance, but now I'm going with the halt, right? So let's just say, I'm going to talk about SPRT because SPRT was very active last week. A week ago, it was halting quite a bit, and this was one of those trades. Let's look at my screen here. First thing we do, where does this chart look like? Before the halt game starts, where does this chart look like it's found some support? Looks like low 30s going down to 28 seems to be some support. Well, when the market comes down from 54 all the way back down, it halts at 34 and change. It is gapping down into this support area, and immediately it bounces off. When it opens from the halt, it bounces right back up and goes to the upside by almost $5. Okay, what do we do now? We keep that in mind. As this market goes up, takes out some highs. As I'm moving through the chart, look what happens again. When it comes back down to support, it halts at 30, inside this 30 to 28 support range, and it opens just above 28 and right back up for about $6 or $7. So when it comes to using halts or playing halts, identify your support resistance zones. If there are none, you're free, go ahead and do whatever it is that you need to do. But if there are some, just be aware that that might influence the ability of that halt to continue the move. Sometimes what you're going to see at those support resistance zones is that it's going to be a complete reversal. As you can see on this SPRT chart, twice now on that day, on Friday, about 7 days ago, it came down to that support and bounced twice, even though it was halted, immediate reversal off that support.
So even when we're looking at a stock that is trading extremely volatile with tons of volume and moving all over the place, we can still go out to a higher time frame, find those key levels, and place trades around those key levels. That is, guys, the only halt trading strategy you will need. Here's Miss V.
Hey guys, thank you for this brilliant information. Dear viewers, please subscribe to this channel to see more great videos.